What is going on, guys? It is Dana back with another video, and we are here playing some PixARK once again. And some things have changed since the last episode. First of all, I want to talk about the fact that I did train a trike and named it Trixie. The only reason that I didn't show you guys this while I did it is because it was a lot like, taming any of these other guys. Once you're level 30, you can passive tame it with measures, and that's what I did. But the trike is amazing. As soon as you hit level 30, I highly recommend getting a trike. If you go in the inventory here, you can see that they can harvest seeds, so you can start planting stuff. And then they harvest wood. I've got about 1,100 wood in the trike right now, and its weight isn't even phased. Look at that, 143. There's 1,100 wood in here, and it's at 143 out of 570 weight. So this thing is actually amazing, and it's really good at getting tree seeds. And actually, that's what we're going to do with this episode, is we're going to take those seeds and we're going to make a farm. I want to know how the piping and everything works in this game. I was like getting tree seeds you get them once you get the copper axe. Every once in a while when you cut down a tree, you will get a tree seed. So I was planting them around and then noticing they would just disappear. And then I figured out that you have to plant it near water. Now I'm assuming that this works with the piping as well, like it does in normal Ark. And then I figured out here that you can only plant 2 blocks away from water. So, because I had a third row here, I had a third row here as well, and you can only plant 2 blocks, a maximum, and I think diagonal as well, 2 blocks away, because this one hasn't disappeared here. And then I have trees around the rest of it that grow and that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do this episode is I want to mess around, like I said, with farming and with the water pipes to see how that all works. And I've been clearing this out over here. I'm going to clear out a little bit more space over here. Once we actually figure out how far away from pipes and stuff like that you can actually, craft things. So I'm going to get some stuff crafted up here, specifically some pipes, so we can try this out. And I'm going to grab some seeds, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, and we are back here. I think I'm just going to... Oh, that's how that works. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm just going to put that guy right there. I made a bunch of pipes. So that's going to go... Okay, interesting. I see, that's how you change the direction. Okay. So... I want to go this way, and then use some horizontal ones, and then I want to use one of these guys here. Okay. So, now my question is, if I grab some of these guys, actually I should do this with seeds. This will be easier with seeds, because seeds are smaller. I need to see how far, yeah, this will work. I want to see how far away from this tap, it'll work before disappearing. So I guess we'll do that. That should be able to tell me, right? Okay. I guess I will kind of sit here and watch these and see. I guess I can actually. This will be easier. And then I can do this too. And then we'll do this to see. Figure this out. See how far away these can plant exactly before they start disappearing. None of them have disappeared yet, but these did disappear when because I had a third row of narco berries here. So I will sit here and probably work on this because this is where my farm's going to be. And I will come back once some of these have decayed or whatever. Alright, so we are back, and I think I figured this out. So, these can go... something I didn't notice was they actually are much larger. They cover much larger of an area than I expected them to. My little arrow never depleted because it was actually the perfect amount of space for that. So I kind of moved it out here a little bit to see exactly how much it is. And as you can see, the little text on the bottom says crop type, growth stage, and growth status growing. And then once you get up to here, it is growth status growing. And then once you get here, if I was to place one down here, it says dehydrated, will die soon. So it does tell you when something is dehydrated. But that means that this little tap here is actually going 6 blocks in every single direction, which is really, really far, actually. I was expecting to have to put way more of these taps around for my little farm than I actually have to. Because, like, when you see this in every single direction where those plants are, that's a lot of space. So I think I'm going to clear some more of this out and kind of get a good setup going. And then once I actually get that set up, I'll bring you guys back and I'll show you kind of what I did to get there. But what's so good about this is, first of all, there's rock carrot, citronella, long grass, and saveroot already planted here, right next to our little farm here. But this will allow us to get a good amount of vegetables. And vegetables are good for taming all herbivores. They're way better than mejoberries. The only thing that they're not better than is kibble. And I haven't even messed around with kibble yet, but I'm excited to actually get there. So I'm going to clear out a lot of this here and get something set up, and then I will be back. Alrighty, so we are back here. I've cleared this out a little bit. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from every single way. This one's right in the middle. So this right here is where my pipe is actually going to be, and it's lined up with that. But what I'm going to do here now is actually break this like this, because I'm going to run this piping underground. I don't think I need to go that far. Only one. Because in this game, one really nice thing is that you can actually crouch and fit in a 1 block radius, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I just need to make sure to keep my eye on the ceiling here, and once oh, there it is right there. Alright, so hopefully we can actually put, this is kind of weird looking, isn't it? Hopefully we can, perfect. I want that like, oh, did I put that the wrong way? I did. I don't know how I managed that. Let's get out of here real quick. I thought it was facing at me. Maybe it wasn't. Alright. Yeah, is that not the way it's looking? Is that the only way? I don't really want it to go like this, though. Maybe... do I need to go? I need to go down one more. I wish that I could have... why can I not get this pipe to go down? There we go. Okay. And then I need to go down one... Oops, that's the wrong button. 6. And then 5, so that I can get the pipe going that way. Alright, so let's go and demolish this random crap that wasn't working for some reason. Alright, just like that. And then let's jump down this hole. Go ahead and put that there. And that there. Alright, and then let's pull out this guy and bring it this way. I do like the fact that you can actually hide your piping and stuff underground like this in this game. I think that that's really, really cool. I am going to, however, need to jump up here real quick. And come up. And up. And up. And then we can put that guy right there. Perfect. Awesome. And then I can do one of those. Alrighty. And now we have water in the middle of this area. This isn't... I haven't dug this side out yet. I understand that this isn't quite right. I think I need to... Oh, you can fall down this hole. Okay, you can jump through pipes. Interesting. Gotta be careful about that then. I did not realize that you could jump through pipes like that. But yeah, this is all running underwater now, which is pretty cool. And then I'm probably going to have another farm this way, or something like that. And these water things actually count as intersections as well. So you can run everything off of one intake if you really want to. But I think I'm going to get some stuff planted here and make sure that, my radius around here is all working. And then once I actually get some stuff planted, actually I can just grab some seeds real quick. I just want to make sure that it still works, now that it's not far away, or what am I trying to say here? Now that it's closer to the ground, so make sure it's the same radius. I'm gonna get my plant. And are you? No, you're dying. You're growing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're growing. You're dying. I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that because then we have a ring around here of extra space. But yeah, that works. So yeah, you can get quite a good amount of space off of just one of these water taps for your farm. And you can farm a lot of stuff. I'm probably going to be running around with a trike because that's how I got these seeds, and getting more vegetables because I think vegetables are going to be very important. I'm probably going to do... I don't know what wheat is. I don't remember wheat being in ARK. So I am pretty excited to see what wheat actually gives me. But I think I'm going to make each quadrant over here be for a different vegetable. So one quadrant for citronelle, one quadrant for rock keller or whatever carrots, and then one quadrant for, I can't even think of the names, rock carrot, citronelle, long grass, and then another one for savaroot in this farm. And I think that would be plenty for just one. But I think it's interesting how it works now, because there's not really crop plots. Is there crop plots? I guess I didn't even look. Plot? Large crop. Okay, so, but this is for, that's actually for defensive plants, I believe. Oops, I mined a piece of dirt. So like, plant X, or plant seed X and Y, that make those plant turrets is what that is for. But there isn't little ones for planting, because planting is a little bit easier in this game, which I like that. I like that they changed it. But just so you know, just some quick tips here. If you don't have a intake set up yet, 2 blocks away from water, like I said earlier, is how you get these growing. Same with trees. 2 blocks away from water is how far that they can actually reach. Once you get a trike, though, you can start getting seeds. I don't really know how else to get seeds right now. I haven't got any seeds earlier in playing the game. I'm assuming later there's a way without getting an actual creature to get seeds. But yeah, I think that it's pretty cool, this whole farming thing. I think it's way better than, original ARK. The crop plot thing wasn't really my favorite thing in the world, that's for sure. So I think now I'm going to get into some stuff that I changed around the base. In the base here, we do have a preserving bin with some firestone powder, which is basically fire, or freaking the stuff you make out of flint. This will keep the stuff from not spoiling quite as quickly. We made a smelter. This is so you can smelt down all of your ores, like copper and stuff like that. We went ahead and made a little bit of I was just kind of messing around with how storage works and stuff like that. Nothing much. I did make a workbench so that we could get our copper tools that we managed to get down here. Copper and stuff like that. We actually ended up digging down. You can see we have a little bit of a mine shaft here. And this is where we ended up finding most of our stuff, along with some magic stuff. I don't know how to get back up from here. I'm just going to do that for now. So yeah, digging down is actually important in this, kind of like Minecraft. I wasn't expecting mining to be something that you needed to do, but you definitely need to find copper and iron and gold and all of that fun stuff. You need to make sure that you actually, go mining. You're not just going to find it on the surface. Yeah, you can find it on the surface, but you normally won't. I did set up a magic little section here while I was away, or while I wasn't recording. It's nothing spectacular. I just went to a magic biome. I made this. I can't even do anything with it yet, so that's cool. Jeez. He spooked me there. Unfortunately, the nearest magic biome, you couldn't quite see it because of the quest things, but it's in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. It's actually a red obelisk, which if we take this guy up here real quick, you can see red obelisk is not very close. I don't know if it's the nearest one. I flew all around the map trying to find one because I just couldn't for the life of me find one. And eventually I found one at red obelisk. There's probably some closer, but you know, that takes a lot of exploring. This map is actually really, really big. I wasn't expecting that. And it's all procedurally generated, so it's different every single time. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. It was just a short one, kind of talking about farms and stuff like that. I will show some footage of these done in the next episode. But for now, I think that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.